So this next one, Jim put up. It's from Games Radar, and it's every Nintendo console ranked from worst to best. It was published in January 12th of 2017, so it's a little bit older. But, Jim and I have talked a lot about Nintendo recently and a lot in general because of all the shitty things they're doing and success of the Switch. What is interesting, this list seems to only be based on the people who wrote it, which it just says by the staff. So they must have all voted internally. And basically, they did their personal pick. So it's not based on sales, because I think if it had been, it would probably be
it'll be different.
So it's a list of 12. Did you already go through it?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll just kind of blast through it and see if anything shocks you, say it. Number 12, Virtual Boy.
No.
This one warms my heart, and it's so true. Number 11 is the Wii U.
False.
Jim, you tell me what.
Bullcrap.
You tell me what on this list comes up that the Wii U clearly blows away. Number 10, Game Boy Color. I'm actually shocked that's that low.
Game Boy Color was kind of an unnecessary console. It was like a stopgap between the Advance and the original.
I'll agree with that, but it was still awesome.
It was still pretty good.
Number 9, the Wii.
I'll say the Wii U has better games overall than the Wii does.
I'll say that the Wii U might even perform better, but it's still a piece of shit.
It's
that
not
didn't need to be made.
The Wii was
And basically, okay, so the Wii U was basically the Game Boy Color, and the Switch is the Advance.
No, the Wii U was almost like a tech demo for the Switch.
Exactly.
God damn it! But it had actual games.
But it was so,
doesn't have chicken shoot.
Other than
Wii has chicken shoot.
Other than Splatoon, what else did it have?
Mario Kart 8.
Oh boy. Another Mario Kart. It's a great game, and that doesn't change the fact.
What new IP did the Wii have?
It didn't matter. The Wii was.
It had Wii Sports. That was it.
Hey, I don't even like the Wii. I'm only defending against the Wii U.
Look, just because a bunch of grandmas bought this doesn't make it a better console than the goddamn Wii U.
But you can play bowling.
I do like bowling.
All right, number 8, the Game Boy, which I think it should be higher.
I think it should be higher.
For historical significance.
Impact, all that.
Number 7, this shocks me, Nintendo 64. I would have thought it would have been higher. Game Boy Advance being number 6. Yeah, now you're kind of juggling. Nintendo DS. I'll be honest, I really have little to no experience with the newer.
Huge quality library.
Yeah.
What do you call it? One of the best selling of all time.
Yeah. So, in your opinion, even if you add in historical significance, would you put that over the original Game Boy?
See, I don't have enough experience with the DS. It wasn't really like... I was never a big portable gamer in general, but it's still probably just for me go Game Boy, but that's also how I grew up.
So I will say, as I'm going down this, by the way, I did not go through this before, and I am shocked that the NES is number 4.
Yep.
So, okay, 3DS at that point...
Like
Could it, other than the added depth of the 3D feel and this and that, did it really do that much more than a DS?
I mean, it eventually added a second stick. It had more power. It was definitely a more powerful handheld. It played all the DS games. Apparently, it has a really good library, but again, never really delved that deep in.
This is where
this is the one. This is the one where
the whole fucking list. It actually went out of my mind. Number
besides
2,
Wii U at 11, this is the one that.
Fuck that. The Wii U should be last. But
below the Virtual Boy.
Nintendo GameCube. Listen, Jim and I have been pretty avid defenders of the GameCube and calling it's underrated. It actually had a really solid library of games, even though it had one of the worst goddamn decisions for game media, if you will.
Yeah.
Putting this at number 2 is so stupid. Because
here's the thing with the GameCube. While it had... The games are all quality, it also arguably has a lot of the worst... Not worst, but like least looked back upon entries of like
the
a ton
main
of them.
series.
Yeah.
Like all the games they had on it were good.
Right.
But you're not going to tell me Wind Waker or... as they put it here, Super Mario Sunshine are going to be the most remembered games of those franchise.
Wind Waker has its fans, but Sunshine's really divisive.
Yeah.
Donkey Konga, they list Donkey Konga like it's fun, but That's not like a system seller.
Metroid Prime, which we know people love, but really, that's going to be over Super Metroid.
Some people like who grew up with the Prime games.
I just
Like Pikmin's a good series, but like it's not like it was never a system seller.
I mean, I loved the GameCube at the time when it came out because of the reason I had the RE remake. It had a lot of it actually had more third-party games than any of the other Nintendo consoles before it. Or at least that's how it felt to me.
Not before it, but at least since like
in that generation. It's tough to say because
No, I mean it had a lot of the multiplats. It was the last one to really still do multiplats.
Yes.
With like the Xbox and PlayStation.
Exactly. So, and then number 1 on their list is Super NES.
Which tough to argue.
Which, yeah, you can't. I don't see how you can argue it.
The NES should probably be 2.
Yeah, if I did this list, and then I'm curious to hear Jim's. Number 1 is Super NES.
Yeah.
Number 2 is NES.
Yeah.
Number 3 would. Number 3, I may go original Game Boy, but this is for historical reasons.
Game Boy Advance for me.
Number 4, I'd probably do N64.
For my favorites, I would do N64 there, even though I would say DS should probably be the one there.
Number 5, I'll just say default to whatever the best true DS or 3DS is.
Yeah.
Number 6, I would probably then say GameCube. Number 7...
Original Game Boy for me.
Yeah, number 7 is that point would be advanced for me, or it would be advanced then, and then you could do the other DS, and then Color, then Wii, then Wii U, then Virtual Boy. That would be mine.
Wii U would be like 4th from last for me.
What else is above it for you?
Probably be Virtual Boy last.
Yeah, obviously.
Original Wii. And I like the original Wii, but like...
Jim is just trying to justify that stupid amount of money he put out 2 years ago now for a system that is completely obsolete. And you have how many games for it and how many you actually played?
No, I've played all of them. I've almost never finished games anymore, so that's a moot point. But no, I have like 10, 12 games for it.
But basically, it was a waste of your money because you got the Switch.
No.
Yeah.
No, because it lets me play all the Wii games I have.
He's just trying to justify that.
Lets me play all the Wii games I have in upscale.
Because you spend time doing that, don't you?
All the time.
Yeah, exactly. Just accept that I'm right and move on.
Never.
Jim. Stop trying to defend this terrible system. Listen, I would say the Wii U would be good if the Wii never existed and it came out when the GameCube did. That would have been good.
Wow.
All right, so we'll stop shitting on Nintendo. But either way, I would be amazed at anyone who could justifiably say the Super NES isn't going to be number 1.
Yeah, I mean, if you say NES is number 1, fine.
Even that I would understand, but we all know Super NES is better.
But GameCube at 2, come on now. Come on now.
Y'all fucked up.